Hello, my dear apprentices of mathematics. This is your coach, Mr. Magno. Okay, this is lesson 17, and our goal is to relate decimal and fraction multiplication. All right, so this is what we need to do. It's asking us to multiply and model, and we have to rewrite each expression as a multiplication sentence with decimal factors. Okay, so let's start with the multiplication, which was going to give us an exact answer of what we need, what this is going to look like. All right, so here we go. So that multiplication 4/10 times 3/10 can be rewritten as 4 times 3 over 10 times 10. Okay, so that's the first step, doing the multiplication. Well, let me write it down here because there's no room there. Now, so once we have that, so the answer is 4 times 3 equals 12. Wait, let me do an equal sign. 12 and 10 times 10 equals 100. So the answer for this problem is saying that it's 12 hundredths or 12 out of 100. Now, here is something that I want you to think about. This whole model has 100 units. So the answer has to be 1200, 12 out of 100 when we do the actual problem. All right, so how do we do the actual problem? Well, you look at the first fraction and say, okay, that is 4/10. So this is 1/10, this is 2/10, and this is 4/10. 4/10 all the way over here, 4/10. Each of them is 10, 10, 10, 10. So that's 4/10. And now it will be very useful to label this. This is 4/10. Okay, that's going to be 4 out of 10. Okay, so that is the step number 1. We look at the first fraction and then we model it on the on the 100 square units. Now, our next, I'm going to use a different color so you can clearly see it. Our next fraction is 3/10. So now we have to show 3/10. Now, we show 4/10 vertically, so we're going to show 4/10 horizontally. So I'm going to start right here in the corner. This will be 1/10. This will be 2/10. And this will be 3/10. Oh, there you go, 3/10. So now once I have that 3/10, there is a necessity to label it. This is called the 3/10. Okay. And remember, I'm only showing 3 out of 10, so that makes sense. So now, do you see where the colors overlap? This right here, this is your answer right here. Where the colors overlap, where the actual fractions end and where they begins. So that it's 12 out of the whole thing, which is 100. So that matches our multiplication. All right, so that's the second step. Now, here's what they want us to do. They want us also to show the multiplication with decimal factors. So I'm going to show you exactly what they want us to do. So this is 4/10. How do you write 4/10? Well, it's 0.4. Oh, well, let me see what happened there. That's not correct. So it's going to be decimal 4 times, what is 3/10? Well, 3 point decimal 3 decimal point 3. That's going to equal 4 times 3 equals 12. But remember, it's 12. Remember, it is 1200. These are tenths. So 10th times 10th is 100th. So now we're going to show that as decimal point 12. If you pay attention closely and you remember this is all information that we learned in the past. This decimal answer is the same thing as this fraction answer, and is the same thing as what the picture is modeling. So this is how you use the 100 units model, and when you multiply two fractions with each other. Okay, watch this video to review how to use the model and how to turn the fractions into decimals. Signing out, your coach, Mr. Magno.